We saw the statistics done by researcher George Barner indicating back in 2002 that around 2/3 of young people are going to leave the church. I mean, that's a shocking statistic.
A recent New York Times article asks, why are so many people in their 20s taking so long to grow up?
Kids are flocking out of the church.
America is on the same track as the European Union.
Whether you want to go with the alarming high of 88% or the biased low of 40%, it's a crisis and everybody knows it.
Why are young adults leaving the church? Your teens becoming fake Christians.
We had some wrong thinking about youth work for a long time, a number of years, that fun and games and flashiness somehow brought transformation, and we're realizing it really doesn't.
Are we losing teens even before graduation?
The issue of young adults dropping out of church has been a hot topic for several years, calling into question the long-term effectiveness of youth ministry.
I ask myself, if 80% of these kids are walking away from the faith, and have in the 80s and the 90s, how many of my children do I want to see walk away and go to hell? Which 4 of my 5 children do I want to lose?
We're losing about 40% of them by the end of middle school and another 45% by the end of high school. In other words, we're losing them way before college.
88% of the children raised in evangelical homes leave church at the age of 18, never to return.
Not out-impact a parent. Even the best youth pastor in the world can't out-impact a parent. So that presents a problem for youth pastors because they have to work in partnership with parents. There is no should we, you have to. Because if you don't, if you shut down that outlet, then you're basically saying I'm going to have very little impact in kids' lives.
The family is the place where spiritual nurture takes place.
I think we need to admit that there's been a problem with youth ministry over the last couple of years.
Youth pastors themselves would say one of their biggest challenges is parents who themselves don't see their discipling role in their kids' lives as primary, or they see its importance but they don't know what to do. So often they're offloaded their kids to kind of be the service providers for their faith development. So that's a frustration for a lot of youth pastors today.
We all know that this youth culture is the most unparented we've ever seen in America. You know, they're parented by media, by technology, but not usually by their parents.